So you must be polarizing. That means you cannot be politically right in YouTube. You cannot be like, maybe yes, maybe no. It's either yes or no. Yeah, you cannot like hold a 50, because the reason why people watch you is because they want to hear your point of view. They don't want to hear a politically right answer. It's a different platform altogether. Actually, last time when I first started the channel, I replied every single comment. So I spent a lot of time thinking how to reply to the haters. So now, I just don't reply to them.
We've all done that, right?
Yeah, then I just don't reply to them. I just happily continue my own thing. Instead of spending all that brain power there, I use the brain power to script and research on things for my audience. Yeah. Actually, I was quite happy even with one person watching. Seriously. If I could change that one person's life, I was honestly happy with, hey, shit, there's 10 people watching. I'm like, okay, now my initial views have went up because my subscriber base has went up. Initially, I like 10 views, 20 views, and I wasn't pushing my leads from Facebook to YouTube. I just wanted to, if I'm good, I'm good. If I'm suck, I suck. So that's all I wanted to do.
You've probably heard that your story is your brand. So how can ordinary entrepreneurs and salespeople like you and me tell our stories in a way that cuts through all the noises in this overcrowded social media world and reach the audience that we want? Join me as I break down storytelling secrets that have helped me achieve over 8 figures in revenue, as well as interviewing some of Asia's most prominent names and rising stars to uncover their stories. I hope this show will inspire you to be more vulnerable and share your story to the world, because your mess is your message. My name is Gabriel Wong, and welcome to the Story Impact Show. Hey everyone, welcome to another episode of the Story Impact Show, a show where we dive into the story of successful entrepreneurs, business owners, high performers, so we can discover what they are doing to be at the top. As usual, if you like my content so far, please help me to smash the like button and to subscribe to my channel, as this will help us with the algorithm of reaching out to more people. We're also picking 2 random lucky winners from our comments, and we're going to give them this free copy of the Traffic Seekers book. Now, we're going to pay for everything, even including the shipping. This is a book that is going to show you how you can get unlimited amount of traffic, leads, and customers into your website and into your funnel. So go ahead and comment whatever you've learned at the end of the video, and we will pick 2 lucky winners every single week. So today we have a very special guest with us. He's a millionaire investor and the founder of the YouTube channel Chicken Genius Singapore. He's going to be uncovering how he gained over 100,000 subscribers on his YouTube channel within a year just by posting market updates about things that he loves. He's also going to be talking about why he started his channel and what were some of the biggest challenges when he started his YouTube channel. He's also going to be sharing with us some of the tools and what he did to grow his channel fast. So ladies and gentlemen, please help me to welcome Ken Teng. All right, it is live right now. Thank you so much, everyone. Welcome to another episode of the Story Impact Show. And this is the show where we dive into the stories of successful entrepreneurs, business owners, and high performers, so we can discover what they're doing to be at the top. And today I have a very special guest with me, and his name is Ken Teng. Ken, thank you so much for joining me today.
Hi, Gabriel. Thanks for having me on the show.
So awesome. The reason why I think I'll just start off the first question up front. I think the reason why I've invited you on the show is because I know you for a while, right? A couple of years, right? Yeah. And I remember you were more like an investment coach. Yes. And after that, we kind of worked together for a while. And suddenly you disappear for a while. You disappear off the face of the earth. Yeah. And then you started a YouTube channel. I think what was amazing was that Ken started a YouTube channel and he just started posting very consistently. And recently, your channel has really blown up, especially because of the recent crisis and recession that's happening. I saw some of your video, going into like over 1 million views, and your subscriber hit about 97,000, which is nearly 100,000 subscriber.
Yes.
Right. So I think maybe my first question is, what made you start your YouTube channel? I mean, when do you start it, and what made you start your YouTube channel? Because interesting to see you going from an investor into starting a YouTube channel, become a YouTuber.
Yeah, actually most of my things that I do in life which become successful, I actually didn't really plan for it. If you watch my first video, it has nothing to do with anything at all. I just wanted to, just share stuff, do videos. I like doing videos. I did a lot of photography studio work last time, and video is still in my blood. So I just thought, I just do some videos and stuff. So I didn't have any goal. I just wanted to, just share something. So that's no goal in the first place. Yeah.
So there was no goal. You just wanted to start something. Just wanted to share your thoughts.
Yeah, just share my thoughts. But however, I had this platform that was running already, and the thing is, what really get me kick started going was that I guess a lot of people know me as a Tesla investor,
Mm.
and last year a lot of things hit Tesla quite badly. In fact, in 2019, it wasn't really a nice place to be at,
Yeah.
especially if you're an investor there. But the thing is, the media is really portraying something which is not right, which is so all the fake news out there. And I decided, hey, I'm just going to speak the truth. Since this is social media, I can say anything I want.
Yeah.
I'm not going to go the Amos E way, but I'll tell the truth. I'll tell the truth about the Tesla and educate people, because not the best thing in this world is that there's YouTube, everybody can reach me, and education to me is the best way to go about just teaching people what's the right thing.
Mm.
So I started posting, and that was where the attraction gained quite crazily.
Yeah. So you started a YouTube channel that basically teaches about investing, right? Stock investing, and talk a lot about Tesla, which I think we're going to go into that later on. And how long do you started this? How long ago do you started this channel?
I started seriously last year in probably June, July. Seriously started posting about Tesla, because that was the time. If you look at the Tesla stock chart, at the
Yes.
bottom there was where I started. Look, this is crap. So I will start posting. Yeah.
Yes.
So that was when I actually really started. Before that wasn't really counted. I was doing like life hacks. I was traveling to Japan, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
So nothing really good. Yeah.
So at the beginning, you were just posting different kind of stuff. You were not posting. You're not posting Tesla.
Nothing at all. Yeah, just random stuff.
So you were just trying out different kinds of topic, and then eventually you hit something that works for you.
Yeah, I was not trying. Actually, in fact, I really wasn't trying at all. You must understand this whole journey, even until now, I wasn't really trying in terms of like thinking of ideas and what. I just did what I felt like talking about. And as I did more and more Tesla videos, I realized my audience. You have to read the YouTube analytics, and you can actually see that what people want to hear from you. And when I talk about Tesla, people listen, and I was getting traction. So I realized, hey, look, the audience want me to talk about Tesla. Okay, I will just talk about Tesla. Yeah.
Oh, wow. That's amazing. Okay, so what I got from that is, first of all, you didn't bother, or you didn't really try, right?
Yeah.
You're just saying things that you want to say. And I think that is a learning by itself, because it takes away the pressure that, when I post video, I need to get a lot of views. When I post video, I need to get a lot of traction. And sometimes when you just don't think about it, you just post about what you want and just post it for yourself. Then you remove the pressure. But the second thing, I think more importantly to learn from you is that as you're doing that, you started to listen to your audience.
Yes, yeah, I think that's really important. You caught that point really right. Listen to what your audience tell you.
Okay, so that's amazing. So what made you started investing in the first place? Because you have a channel right now that is mainly investing.
Yeah.
Right. So what got you into investment? And by the way, before you answer that, right, I just want to say like for the audience who don't know, when I first know Ken, know him for a couple of years, and then I remember when he was sharing about Tesla stock. Okay, one of the sharing session, it wasn't on YouTube, it was like a actual live sharing session. I wish I bought more. That was a time where like Tesla was $200.
Yeah. Well, 200 plus. Like, yeah, it was still so cheap at that point of time. Yeah.
And it's freaking amazing. Like when Ken was sharing about that, that he has done his homework. He's crazy about it. He has went and read all kinds of stuff, and he said he watched all kinds of videos. So maybe my question would be like, what made you go into investing, and what made you go so crazy about like stocks like Tesla, which is a bit out of the norm from the usual value investing world, and people who invest in companies that has profit and things like that. Like what made you go into investing, and then what made you go crazy over Tesla?
I think for what made most people go into investing is obviously the money. But the thing is, for me, I was just exploring like, how do I retire early? Looking at real estate, I run businesses, you run your business. We worked together before. In fact, I just want to tell the audience that Gabriel used to do the marketing for one of my business. He did a very good job. So the thing is, running businesses, and you cannot run business till you're like 60, 70. You cannot, man. So you look, the only other way is to invest. So it's either stock market or real estate. You can choose to do both. So I did both and see which one kind of suited me more and stuff. Yeah, right.
Okay, so you kind of did both real estate investing, and investing was something that kind of gave you more results lah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Investing gave, okay, so how I put it in how between the stock market and real estate is, the stock market lets you gain capital really very, very fast. Okay. Then I'll take the money and put in the real estate, because real estate, it's slow but it's stable. It's a very good cash flow model. So probably I gain money from stock market and invest, I take my money and use it to invest in real estate after that. Yeah. So that's the way I rather do it.
Okay. So I want to ask you about Tesla, and I know you can go on for hours, but what is that one or two biggest thing, right, that made you kind of like go almost all in on Tesla? I mean, I hear so much of going to all in Tesla and things like, I know now you're also looking at a couple of other stocks, but like what made you, believe in the vision of like Tesla and Elon Musk?
I think this is going to be a pretty long answer, but I think it's going to be applicable for a lot of your audience. And I mean, I'm just being very practical and I don't hold anything back. So I hope you guys understand the way I come from. So I've done the full spectrum about, I just want to pull out a quote by, let me just give me a little while. I just go to Twitter and just pull out a quote, because I literally been through this whole thing. This quote is from Jim Carrey. So I think I'll send you the picture separately after that. So Jim Carrey said this during one of he said this, I hope everybody could get rich and famous and to have everything they ever dream of, so they will know that it is not the answer. So this is a quote by Jim Carrey. And this really got me thinking really very hard. So, okay, what do I mean by this? I was an employee previously. I was a government servant, and I also run my own businesses. So I literally did the whole thing. I even before being a government employee, I was a bartender and stuff. And after that, I run my own business. And you realize if you have overheads of 20 people, there will always be some kind of HR issue. As a business owner, you are just focused on helping the staff and you cannot grow yourself. So if you're going to look at two extreme ends of business, I'm talking about extreme ends of business. The first end is, if you are good yourself, you can just bring yourself up to like celebrity status, without, so that's the first extreme end. The other extreme end, which is where I am right now, going to maybe, I think 100K should be okay lah, considered people will know me. The other extreme end is like Tesla. So it goes back to Tesla, where you build a company and you massively scale to 10,000 employees, 60,000 employees. So this is the two extreme ends. If you're stuck somewhere in between, life is not very fun. it is kind of crappy. You got to do so many things you need to handle. It is not fun. So when I look at Tesla, firstly, the business, they of course they got the proof of concept, they can get things done. The second thing, which is the most difficult thing any business can do and anybody can do, is to scale the business. People talk about concepts and everything, but to scale something, it is like 1,000 times harder. And I believe at that point of time when I was talking to you, when I was talking to you, Tesla was about 200 plus. I only had like 50% of my portfolio in Tesla, because at that point of time, they haven't technically scaled a lot yet. But when I see that they can scale and start pushing, that means the momentum is on. I know that's it really, they've done it. So that was the time where I throw most of my money into Tesla, because very few companies can scale. Very, very few. Yeah.
Okay. So that's one of the reasons why you went to Tesla.
Yeah. Okay. Scaling difficult like hell.
Yeah. Okay. And how much, if you don't mind me asking, like what you mentioned about your portfolio, it was 50%. Now it's how much again?
80%.
Wow.
Actually, I post everything. I post on my YouTube channel. I even show my portfolio on my YouTube channel, so they can go and take a look at it. I no filter, just show. Yeah.
Okay. So I want to ask you another question, which is like, what are you doing right now that is, growing you believe, like at least you believe that is making or growing your account, your YouTube channel so fast?
What do I think? The thing is, I'm not too sure, man. I'm just doing what the audience want me to do. I'm serious. When the video I got 1 million views, that was a point of time when everybody was in trouble. I see a lot of people selling their stock. I'm like, hey, hello. Yeah, so I tell them this is not right, and I told them to, I did a video. Hey, hello, wake up. Then somehow they got 1 million views. somehow I'm not too sure why.
There was the video about Tesla, right?
It was like
A bit of
maybe
recession and Tesla
20% Tesla. The rest was just me shouting and nagging at people.
or selling their stocks.
Yeah, don't sell a stock. Don't be dumb. You know, that kind of thing. Thank me 1 year. That kind of shit. Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
but in order for you to give that kind of advice,
Mm.
right? It sounds like you have done your research and a lot of your research.
Yes. A lot of research. Yeah.
So it sounds like you are already doing a bunch of research and you're just sharing what you have researched for people who are in a way lazy to do their research, or maybe they were just caught up with the fear of the market and all the emotions in the market.
Yeah. So what I just do, I just share with people. Just share openly, nothing to like hold back or what. Just because YouTube, I can say anything I want. So that's fantastic. So I just talk lor. Yeah. So what am I doing different? Your question was, what am I doing different? Is it like?
Yeah. As in like, what do you think are some of the things that you did differently, that grew your account so fast?
I think the most important thing was that I listened to my audience and I was posting in YouTube consistently because that was something they really wanted. I did. They really authentically wanted it. And when I let's say for example, I didn't remember the last Friday. Last week usually I post Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 9 o'clock. Sometimes 10 o'clock. So on Friday I didn't post. A lot of my audience starts like blasting me. Hey, are you okay or not? Because Singapore is quite bad on the COVID side. So they're asking, hey, what happened to you? Are you fine? All the messages coming. So when I posted on Saturday, they tell me, oh, glad you're fine. Yeah, so the audience really do want to see my post, and they are the one that keep me going to be consistent. In fact, before this talk with you, I just did a video recording, and I'll probably spend like 4 or 5 hours to edit the video thereafter.
Awesome. So basically, consistency is another key. You mentioned about posting 3 a week. For those people who are watching, I think one of the reasons why I brought Ken on is because I want to inspire more people to do YouTube. Even myself, I'm starting to do YouTube. I wish I've gotten it a lot earlier, but it can make all kinds of excuse. In short, I was lazy, I didn't do it. Finally got down to doing it, and Ken, you're doing like 3 videos a week. But how many do you started? Did you started 3 right away, or was it 1 a week?
1 a week, once a month. It was quite, yeah. But having said that, it is still not too late to start. I believe video is the way to go. Video engages people more because a lot of people, I want to talk about like barrier to entry. People think YouTube is low barrier entry. I'm just telling you from a businessman point of view. I started companies. I did a lot of things. I have to just outright say that YouTube is the hardest I've ever done. It is so hard. The barrier of entry, it is so high. I don't know how to explain this in a simpler way, but every video I learn, it is not easy. Yeah, but because it's such a high entry, imagine, like, say for example, I need to do a video. I take 2 days of scripting, 2 days of research. I take like 1 hour of filming and 4 hours of editing, that kind of stuff. So one video takes 2 days. And it is how you to pump out 6 videos a week, you need to work 6 days. I was working harder than I ever was. But to know that I change people's life, that actually drives me a lot. So going back to YouTube, it is a very good place for people to put a lot of effort in, because a lot of people will not be able to do it because it's very high barrier of entry.
Okay. So according to you, I mean, it sounds like you just mentioned about time, because a lot of time, a lot of effort, scripting and stuff like that. What are some of the biggest challenges being a YouTuber?
Consistency. And that is the biggest. Some days you are like today, I just like, shit, I must do a video. But I keep thinking to myself that, there'll be at least 20K people watching it, minimally 20K. And I'm like, I cannot let them down. Yeah. So that's are the things that pushes me on. Yeah.
Wow. So when you were first starting out, when there was no 20K subscriber, then what caused you to continue to post consistently? Because you kind of had to like post consistently first, right? Before you actually had a traction.
Yeah, actually I was quite happy even with 1 person watching. Seriously, if I could change that 1 person's life, I was honestly happy with, hey, shit, there's 10 people watching. I'm like, okay. Now my initial views have went up because my subscriber base has went up. But initially I like 10 views, 20 views. And I wasn't pushing my leads from Facebook to YouTube. I just wanted to, if I'm good, I'm good. If I'm suck, I suck. So that's all I wanted to do. So yeah. So just keep doing. 10 views, I'm really authentically happy. Yeah. So I just kept going.
Love it, love it. It reminds me of like there was a time when I was doing just Facebook Live because I committed to myself. I said, okay, I'm gonna do a Facebook Live once a day for like 30 days.
Okay.
And I felt that was one of the, I would say, tipping point for my online presence. I don't have a big YouTube channel whatsoever. I have a slightly bigger following on Facebook and Instagram. Now I'm starting to go into YouTube, which I feel is a bit, for me, I should have gotten early, but it's still not too late. And one of the biggest tipping point for me was when I did the once a day Facebook. And I remember doing that once a day Facebook, there was nobody watching, literally, like maybe sometimes there are 2 people watching or 3 people watching. And it sounds like the same thing where I would say that as long as there's 2 people watching, right, if I can touch 2 lives, right, then I'll just do it. And I'll just do it for the 2. And I always say that, like, if I can't even do it for the 2, then how would I be able to do it for 20 or 200 or 20,000?
Exactly.
You know, it's always starting from the small and not despising the small beginnings.
Yes. Got to be humble and just, you see, if you cannot, you say it right, if you cannot do good content for 2 people, you're not going to do good content for 10 people, 100,000 people. It's not going to happen. Yeah.
So maybe some actionables for the audience watching this. It sounds like, so based on what Ken has told me so far, it sounds like this, okay? It sounds like Ken has done his bunch of research. He's interested in something, right? And I think many of you who are watching this, you definitely have something that you're interested in. Like you don't be just selling real estate because you have to sell real estate, right? Like I think it's important to do something that we are passionate about. And if you're passionate about, you will research. Like Ken, you know, he's constantly researching on Tesla, for example. And then the next thing is having a platform to kind of like share what you have already researched, right? To people that maybe are lazy or people who are looking for answers, because you've already done the research, you can turn them into content. And I think lastly is listening to the audience and consistency, because it's just like going to the gym, right? You don't go to the gym once and then you expect yourself to be super fit.
Exactly.
Right? Even though at the time,
consistency.
Yeah, you got to do it two times a week, 3 times a week. You got to keep going. Okay. So other than that, what are the other consistency? Is there any bigger challenge for someone who's starting out in terms of YouTube?
Bigger challenge. A lot of people focus on all the technical stuff. I guess just push out your content. I think you got to focus. The biggest thing you got to focus on is consistency and what the audience is telling you. That's it. Consistency. You need a lot of consistency. It takes a lot of discipline to do it.
Okay.
Yeah, it's not easy. But it's good. In the end of it, imagine the platform allows you to reach the world. It's not like Singapore itself. Let me give you an example. If you heard of the 2 famous YouTube channels in Singapore, the one is Night Hour Cinematics, NOC, Ryan Sylvia, and the other one is Jian Hao Tan. You realize why Jian Hao Tan has held a lot more audience than NOC. The only reason why is that because he's consistently doing on one topic only. That means secondary schools, kids going back to school, and he reaches a worldwide audience. While NOC is very Singapore based, so they are stuck like 900K and they haven't been growing much. So if you're looking at these 2 dynamics, YouTube is the platform you can position yourself to help the world. Don't focus on Singapore itself. It's a world platform. I don't understand why you need to focus on Singapore. So maybe you, like, let's say for example, you have a lot of audience that do real estate. So maybe what they could do is they can focus on teaching how to find distressed properties, on how do you like make your property worth more money. Those are the things that they can do. So the after effect is people will probably like, wow, thanks a lot for this, and probably they'll get a lot more people. They build trust in people, and probably they'll get them to do whatever they need to do.
Yeah. And so your advice is basically go try to speak to an international audience rather than okay. But what about when you are just starting out? Like, shouldn't we sometimes when we are just starting out, we should just focus on a smaller market first, a sub niche first? Like, what are your thoughts on that?
Sub niche, yeah, you can focus on it, but some niches may not really be a niche because they may not be even people searching for it. Yeah, so that one a little bit difficult. So instead, I would try to, because you never know what are your strengths. You can be talking about this. I want you tell yourself that I want to do this for YouTube. This is my niche. I focus on it. But after like 10, 20 videos, 30 videos, nothing is happening. The problem is not your audience. The problem is you. So you need to start to change a little bit and try to But for me, it was a little bit different. For me, is that the audience really tell me what they want, so I just do what they want. Yeah, that's it, man. I didn't do anything different. Yeah.
So is there any other research method other than the audience telling you? do you search on topics that are trending? You know, I know this is a bit technical stuff, but like, do you have any of this research method on what is a market that, you know, has traction, or a market that has people watching?
People use Google Trends and stuff. I don't. For me, the only tool I use is this plugin for YouTube. It's called vidIQ, VIDIQ. Yeah, vidIQ. So you actually kind of like balance, like, but in the end of it, YouTube is still a search engine to teach people. So I cannot be ranking for too competitive, or I cannot be doing something which has no search volume. So vidIQ kind of like give me a good balance. Or I can be a small channel. If I talk about something that is really important, YouTube is not going to give me that kind of airtime because I've not proven myself. So I use vidIQ to help me in that sense, and I pay like $50 a month.
Okay. So vidIQ. Okay. So we're probably going to put it in around the description, based on your recommendation. I'm going to take a look as well. I think I've seen it before.
Yeah. There's a few around, but I only use vidIQ.
Yeah. Okay. vidIQ. I think my next question for you is, what is your goal today, with your life and with your channel right now? At least maybe for the next 1 or 2 years, like what are your goals? I don't really believe too much in long-term goals. Reason is because the world is changing so fast.
Yeah.
Who the hell can predict what's happening right now, right? Everyone is locked down at home and stuff like that, right? Like, who can predict this, right? So you can have a goal, but you know, things change, right? But at least like maybe a 1 year, 2 year short-term goal. Like what is your goal for your life and as well as for your channel moving forward?
I guess I've taken a big step back in life really. Means to say that, I mean, if a lot of people know me, I'm winding down a lot of my businesses. The reason why is I actually explained in the initial part of the video is either you go full force, scale like crazy to 100K. If I don't see myself reach 100K, I'll go that other way where I become so-called more of maybe authority. I can speak what I want to speak. And so I'll be probably going that direction. What's my goal? My goal is to just listen to my audience and give them what they want to hear. Not what they want to hear, what they need to hear, and what they want to know for information and stuff. Yeah. I don't really have a specific like hit 1 million subs, that kind of thing. It's not this game. For me, I think you know me as a personal friend that I'm already financially free, so money, and I don't need to drive a Ferrari, so I'm actually quite okay. I'm not earning a lot of money.
You had an article where you sold your car so you can buy more into stocks, right?
Yeah. I don't need a lot of money. My expenses is less than 2K a month. That's really pushing it.
That's very low.
That is pushing it. That is pushing it. Normally it's below 1,000, and it's been like that for many years. Yeah.
Wow. Okay. So basically, your goal is just constantly give your audience what they need, not just hear, right? Not what they want. And I think that's interesting because when you say what they need to hear, I realize that, you know, based on the videos I've been watching from your channel, you are quite. I mean, also when I know you as a person, as a friend, I know you are quite a straight shooter. You go to the point, right?
Yeah.
You let people know what they need to hear rather than what they want to hear. And when you do that, so maybe my question is: Are you not afraid to offend anybody? You know, how do you deal with that?
I am literally not afraid to offend anybody. Last time, let's say for example, last time I was running a company, I was working a lot of people, so I was really afraid to offend anybody. I was like always holding back my words. But on YouTube, because it's myself, I have 100% responsibility. People hate me, they hate me, they won't hate my team. I will just say whatever I want. But of course, always keep in mind that always remember to be humble, and always to like, how to say, don't be too ahead of myself. Yeah.
Okay. And with this topic, I just want to ask one more question before I go to a sidetrack question. More like a fun question later. I think one more question for you is like, since we're on this topic, right? What is how do you deal with haters then? Because as you're growing, pretty sure, especially YouTube, you know, like sometimes you post videos, people disagree, you know, there's a bunch of like very hateful comments sometimes, right? How do you deal with that?
Oh, I love it. Okay, the thing is, I actually, for my haters, I only have like every video I get 99, I get like 5,000 likes or something, or 10,000 likes, and I only have like 1% of dislike. Normal, it's quite normal. I get shit all the time. Every 1 hour, I'll see a comment appearing on my phone. Some shitty comment. Yeah, it is. yeah, but to me, it doesn't really affect me yet. Frankly, it doesn't affect me at all. I don't feel anything at all. So, yeah.
How do you deal with it? Like the first time when that happened?
Actually, last time when I first started the channel, I replied every single comment. So I spent a lot of time thinking how to reply to the haters. So
Okay.
now I just don't reply to them.
We've all done that, right?
Yeah. Then I just don't reply to them. I just happily continue my own thing. Instead of spending all that brain power there, I use the brain power to script and research on things for my audience. Yeah. Okay. Going back to the previous question, I forgot to say something. I find it very useful, and so you must be polarizing. That means you cannot be politically right in YouTube. You cannot be like maybe yes, maybe no. It's either yes or no. Yeah, you cannot like hold a 50, because the reason why people watch you is because they want to hear your point of view. They don't want to hear a politically right answer. It's a different platform altogether. So that's something that I in my personal opinion, really helped me a lot in YouTube, is that straight shooter. You suck, you're good, yeah, that kind of thing. Like a lot of people hit me on, because I keep scolding that value investing is dead, Warren Buffett is outdated. Yeah, I keep saying that, and yeah, I get a lot of haters coming in for that, but it's still like 1%, so I don't give a crap. But I of course, when I say that, I always have research documents. I keep posting like, this is the reason why, this is the reason why, this is, yeah. So
Wow, I love that so much, because so the mess you have the message that is polarizing, not politically correct, right?
yes, correct.
And whenever you do that, I think in marketing, this is something that I always tell my audience as well. Like in marketing, if you try to be politically correct, you're trying to please everybody. In short, that's what being politically correct is. You're trying to please everybody. But when you're trying to please everybody, you end up pleasing nobody.
Yes, exactly. Wow, that's damn well said, man. Yeah, correct.
And I think it was I forgot who told me this. Is like in marketing, people always think that marketing is just attracting people, but it's not. You cannot attract without repelling. Like you always have to have a message that attract people, but at the same time it will repel people. And when you know you have haters, right? Usually that also means that you're on the right message.
Yes. Wow, well said, man. In fact, haters help my YouTube channel grow, because they got to comment. So if they click the dislike button, that is still the algorithm will go like, oh, good, people is reacting to you. Then you comment someone, they type one bloody long message on why value investing is relevant. Thank you so much.
Wow, I didn't know that. So even when people put dislike, that's also considered good for the algorithm.
Yeah.
Okay.
You must understand the algorithm has only one goal, because inside because when we reach certain amount, we get certain access to certain things inside YouTube. So one of the things that they say, the whole algorithm is programmed to make you stay longer on YouTube. That's it. So you got to. So if they stay on YouTube, they type the thing out, then whatever they do. Yep.
Awesome. Oh, that's amazing. I learned something new today. I didn't know that negative comments, or as in like negative reaction is good.
It's good.
I know. It means next time I should celebrate. So then you reprogram yourself, right? Whenever you see a negative comment or negative reaction, you just celebrate, because like you're on the right track.
Thank you so much. Yes. Correct.
Super amazing. Thanks for that. Love it. I have one last question for you before we end today. And this question is a bit random, okay? So right now, what's happening right now is like, we just ended a circuit breaker in Singapore. Today is what? Second or third day ended. But it's still almost like circuit breaker. Nothing has changed much. And you're stuck at home. We are stuck at home. What is that one thing you miss most right now? Like if the world were to go back to normal, what's the first thing you'll go and do?
Oh, wow, I've been actually Googling that a lot. I share something. This is quite personal, and it's one of the videos are inside my YouTube channel. In fact, maybe my first few videos. I actually Google Map and I click street to go all the way to Japan. I miss Japan. So I was just like, when the travels are open, are straight flight there. Okay, the reason why I say that is actually, I knew this from my Taiwanese friends back in Taiwan. They were telling me about this shrine. In fact, it's the most famous shrine in Japan, the Inari Shrine, which is located in Kyoto. The one with all the orange pillars, orange pillars. So when I went there, I went there and after that, a lot of good fortune came. I'm not really that kind of person, you know. I'm more like, yeah, let's chill. I'm all good with everything, but that shrine there, I will actually make my time to fly back there and visit the shrine every year.
Yeah. Wow, awesome. I didn't expect that.
Coming from a non-believer, so yeah, that's the first thing I'll do.
Yeah. Japan. I haven't been to Japan yet. I was going to go. I think that was like our trip this year, but then everything is cancelled. So
yeah, beautiful place. The food there and everything. Wow. Yeah. So yeah, missing that a lot.
amazing.
Yeah.
So much, Ken, for joining us. We really appreciate this conversation. I personally have learned quite a bit from what you have shared. Maybe one last thing is for the audience who's watching this right now, where can they find you on a social media platform?
Just YouTube and search Chicken Genius.
Yeah, Chicken Genius Singapore, right?
Yeah, you type chicken and you space G to rope, the whole thing comes out. Yeah.
Right. So Ken posts a lot of awesome video if you are investor, especially you're interested in finances, investing. I believe Ken's page is going to add a lot of value to you. Even if you are not, go and check out his page, right? See his message, see how he's growing his page right now with the kind of different videos that he's posting. I personally learn a lot just by seeing the stuff he posts and sometimes learning from his clickbait title and stuff like that. Yeah.
Actually, I got a message for your audience.
Go ahead.
Gabriel, I think Gabriel, you can actually look more into his content that he gives to you guys, and he actually has a lot of special pointers that if you take note, is going to increase your marketing level to another level, man. So just go ahead and learn more from him. Really, he's one of the best marketers I've seen.
Thank you so much, Ken. I really appreciate that good word.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. Okay, so thank you so much for those of you who are watching this. This is the end of this episode of the Story Impact Show. We'll be coming back more from this episode. We're gonna have a lot more people coming in that will be in different kinds of industry. But first of all, I just want to thank Ken so much once again for joining us and teaching us about your YouTube channel. And I personally learned a lot of things.
Great.
Yeah. Thank you so much, guys. Appreciate it. Bye for now.